President Biden is in India for the G20 summit. He met with India's prime minister shortly after his arrival on Friday. Ed O'Keefe has more now from New Delhi.
Christina, good evening. President Biden received a bit of a rock star welcome here in New Delhi and then went off immediately to a meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, a man whose face adorns most of the posters and announcements about this big G20 summit this weekend. The two leaders have now met 11 times in one way or another, either virtually or in person, since President Biden took office, but this was the first time they'd met here in India, and in a joint statement afterward reaffirmed the close and enduring partnership between India and the United States, calling out things like ongoing work on semiconductor research or educational exchanges, plans for India's military to buy aircraft and drone technology, and even the U.S. endorsing India's bid to earn a permanent seat on the UN Security Council. The two leaders will headline the G20 summit on Saturday. Notably absent will be China's Xi Jinping, Russia's Vladimir Putin, both leaders staying away as they have issues with India in terms of the war in Ukraine and dominance over South and Southeastern Asia. The summit is expected to focus on issues of global economic concerns, so helping poor countries, climate change, women's rights, infrastructure development, issues that President Biden certainly enjoys speaking with fellow world leaders. And in the absence of China and Russia's top leaders, the president, in essence, has much of the world stage to himself in the coming 48 hours or so as the summit continues. New Delhi is a city of about 33 million people, but they've all been ordered to stay home over the next 3 days in order for this summit to run smoothly. That means restaurants and shops are closed, the streets are mostly clear. The chaos that is a real characteristic of this capital city won't necessarily be seen by international visitors and delegations here in town. From here on Sunday, the president heads to Vietnam for a meeting that Vietnamese leaders are seeking as they try to improve relations with the United States. It has strong, close relationships with its neighbor to the north, China, with South Korea and India, but it is also now seeking more partnership on an economic and military level with the United States. The president hinted at the meeting earlier this summer, saying the Vietnamese leadership was eager for him to come so that they could start building a better relationship amid the growing dominance of China. That means the president's visit to Hanoi on Sunday and Monday will keep him from Washington next Monday or from visiting New York on the 9/11 anniversary, making him the first U.S. president to not mark that anniversary in either New York, D.C., or Pennsylvania. He will instead hold a commemoration event with U.S. troops at an air base in Alaska as Air Force One refuels on his way home to Washington. Christina?
Ed O'Keefe, thank you.